Well, hello there. In today's menu we have Marry Me Chicken, which is supposed to be so good that you want to marry the one who cooks it for you. And today I'm going to cook it for myself, so I'm not quite sure in what kind of relationship I'm going to be after this, if I fall in love with this food. Well, I've cooked Marry Me Chicken several times before and adjusted the recipe here and there to fit for my liking, so I'm pretty sure this one is going to be super nice and delicious, at least for my taste. But that's enough of me. Let's see how the Marry Me Chicken is cooked. So first you take salt and black pepper, a fair amount of both, and rub it all over the chicken fillet. And next we will bread our chicken with wheat flour, and we use this flour sifter so we don't get any unpleasant surprises, any clumps there among the wheat. And when you have sifted those flours, then just mix it a bit, turn it around here and there, make sure that every spot of the chicken is breaded. And there you go. Let's take a little closer look there. Yes, it looks quite nice at this point. And what we want to do next is to fry the chicken. So heat up the pan, put some olive oil, about 1 tablespoon, then throw in some of butter and mix those together and let them melt. And we want to use pretty high temperature here on the frying, so we get a nice crispy surface on the chicken. And because we breaded the chicken, that will ensure that we get that nice and crispy surface. And the next phase after frying this chicken is the essence of this Marry Me Chicken, and that's the incredible sauce we will make. But let's come back to that a bit later. But hey, here you can see the chicken at this point, and you can see that it's not even close to ready because I turned it around way too early. And there you can see also the pastas, which we will be eating this chicken with. Of course, you don't have to eat this with pasta. You can take some other side dish, but I highly recommend to eat it with pasta because the combination is just so wonderful. And now take a look at this, because this is the side you want to see with your chicken at this point. It's golden brown, nice and crispy. I try to make those knocking sounds there. Probably you can't hear them, but this is ready. When it's on both sides like this, then you know you can take it off from the pan. And now, as I told you earlier, it's an interesting word. As I told you earlier, we are going to the phase that is the essence, the heart and soul of the food of this Marry Me Chicken. And that's the sauce. So, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then about 50 to 60 grams of sliced sun-dried tomatoes. And the next ingredient is garlic. Of course we need a good amount of garlic here. And actually I'm using this kind of solo garlic, 1 claw garlic. So it's kind of big. I think the solo garlic is the right definition name for that. So just mince it there, and that's it. And of course, if the garlic isn't your thing, then you can skip this phase or put a little less of it. But I'm pretty sure that you probably won't get anyone to marry you, at least with this food, if you don't use lots of garlic, because it's the one main ingredient, a flavor giver. So use it wisely and use it a lot. And as I was yapping about that garlic, you probably noticed that I put some oregano there and 1 tablespoon of it. So it's the one ingredient also. And the next ingredient is something interesting, at least for me. I've seen that many chefs and cooks use this in many recipes, and we are talking about chicken stock. And actually I use chicken stock cube. I mix it on the hot water, about 2 deciliters of water and 1 chicken stock cube. And what makes this interesting for me is that usually I don't use this for anything. But I don't know why, because this is amazing. it gives such a nice deep flavor on this sauce, and that's why it's important to use it, like of course every other ingredient in this recipe, because the end result of combining those is the Marry Me chicken. And so let's go on, and as you see we have a lot of liquids on there on the pan, and now we let it simmer for a while and reduce it for about in the half. And then we add some heavy cream, cooking cream, for about 1 deciliter. And even at this point this is not ready, we need to use a couple of ingredients still in this recipe. But at this point just mix a bit here and there so it stays nice and smooth and even all around the sauce, and let it simmer for a while there. And actually in this sauce making phase we have used and will use some medium high heat, so I've used like 3 out of 6, 4 out of 6, just not too high heat and not too low heat, so it simmers a bit and thickens on the way. And the next ingredient is some grated Parmesan cheese, and actually I've noticed that there are many Marry Me chicken recipes that doesn't have the Parmesan cheese, but I definitely want to use this on my Marry Me chicken recipes because I believe this gives just a nice saltiness and just a nice flavor of the Parmesan cheese that lifts this Marry Me chicken to the next level. And then we put our chicken in there, and if you want you can flip it over and drown it in the sauce like I want to do usually. You don't have to do it, you can leave it like this and just leave it on top of the pasta. And actually we have only one ingredient left to put in this. You'll see it pretty soon. And before the final ingredient you can also add the bonus ingredient at this point, and that's 1 click of a subscribe button. If you do that, we'll probably be cooking together in the future also. If not, that's totally okay. Anyway, let's see how it looks in the plate, and we add our final and important ingredient here. So a little bit sauce down there, then pasta, then chicken, then the sauce, lots of it. Then a little bit more of grated Parmesan cheese, and the final ingredient, here it comes, soon it comes, after we have grated a lot of Parmesan, and it's some greens. Fresh basil is what finishes this game. Marry me please, this is ridiculously delicious. See ya!